All right, we're live. We're back. It's the vinyl collection, the vinyl episodes, the vinyl, looking through the record shelves. We're back on the air. This is episode 28 of Looking Through the Record Shelves. What an odyssey we've been on. And here we are again at the end of an extraordinary week. I'm glad you could make us our capper for the week. Happy to have you. What we do is we go through our records, we open them up. We get reacquainted with what we have. We look inside, see what goodies are in there. Because I don't know about you guys, but myself, I have a terrible memory. I can't remember what kind of goodies and surprises are inside. And crazily enough, we've been doing this for quite a few months now. So it's very crazy that this is happening. By the way, I shall introduce myself. I'll be your presenter. My name is Bill of the Start to Continue YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you're watching. This helps out quite a bit. And we go through my ragtag, voluminous bunch of records which were acquired on thrift stores and yard sales. Just third. It's always thirds with me. Very rarely we get retail, but that's what we'll be looking through with my stuff. I do have some recent pickups I'll be showing you guys this week. But with me, as always, is some vinyl experts who always have the goods, always have very pristine, beautiful collection of records. Let me show you them right now. Here they are, the real stars of the show. The real stars of the show. Matt Bandy, we got Kevin buried on Mars, and Chris Roberts. I don't want to say what his title is there because this is all we're talking. We're music. We're talking about records today. We're talking about records.
I actually met his son, Hunter. I'm going to go get fucked up after this.
Oh, yeah. He brings his laptop with him everywhere, so watch out.
Hey, got good taste in women.
So, looking through the vinyl shelves, is that what the show's called?
I think it's something like that. Yeah, looking through the record shelves. No, the vinyl collection, looking through the record shelves is the original title. Yeah, that's what it started. And then you guys joined us, and it became this huge odyssey that we're on right now. 28 episodes. Wow. Crazy. This has been going since what, March? Yeah, I would say March.
April, May.
It could have been done in like 3 weeks, but you guys came along and we made a real deal out of it. So I appreciate you guys. Let me introduce you. Matt Bandy in the top right, where he normally is every week. How are you doing, sir?
Doing okay.
Great.
Got some exclusives to show today.
For long-time viewers of this show, they will notice Matt Bandy's climbing wall is behind him. So
yeah, finally got put together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's been together for a while. Yeah,
that's an Easter egg for people right there. The climbing wall.
The true fans.
Deep cut, right?
And Kevin buried on Mars.com. You recognize him from the Retro Fandango podcast, amongst other many properties he's attached to. Kevin, it's good to see you. Glad to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Very good.
Very
good. We sounded professional here, right?
I know.
Jesus.
What's up with that?
Real deal.
It's a little late in your time zone, though, right, Kevin?
I'm too tired to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If there's
it's understandable if your energy's a little low.
If there's an evening to pick on me, tonight is the night because I have no energy to fight back.
He is spent, ladies and gentlemen, spent. And Chris Roberts, we're excited to have, we never know what we're going to get with Chris Roberts. He could be a call-in from the road, a roving reporter, but now we have him in studio. Look at all that stuff in behind him.
Yeah, glad to be back in the studio, guys. I missed you guys.
Can I just get something straight from today I saw on Twitter? Are you saying you created a fake Facebook
I did.
Profile?
I did.
And put up a fake ad just to mess with people all day?
Just to have fun. I was bored, and yesterday was it was a long day. As I was driving, I was at a stop, and I got an alert, and this guy was obviously acting like I don't know. I just saw a post I didn't like from a local reseller, and it's one of those, I'm just looking for games to play with my son like I did when I was a kid. But I know the guy. I'm like, you're a fucking liar, man. Quit acting that way. So I thought I wanted to bait him, but I knew I couldn't use my account because I'm sure he knows me or knows of me. I don't mean it to sound arrogant. It's just the gaming community around here is not that big. And so I thought, hey, you know, what would be funny is if I just like, you know, put a box together with, you know, sprinkled in a couple of rares and made a fake persona, you know. And years ago, I made a Facebook account and I put a fake name because I didn't want to have a Facebook account, but it ended up becoming a family thing. So I made a real Facebook account, but I always had this one on the back burner. I always thought it'd be funny to do something with it. And I created Ethel Brown or Meredith Brown. I found a picture on the internet and some older lady, and she's 80 years old. And
I think I like Ethel better.
yeah, well, I wanted something that was, yeah, well, it was Meredith anyway. And I don't even know how to spell Meredith. Every time I was writing it, it was like autocorrect was going nuts. It was like, I don't know what you're trying to say, buddy. So I was like, Meredith.
Hey, it's your name. You can spell however you want.
Yeah, well, I won't be able, yeah, that's true. So set up a Facebook. I wanted to do it in Facebook Marketplace, but they won't let you do Marketplace unless your account's matured a little bit. So I decided to do it on OfferUp. And oh man, it's so funny. People were just like, because I, you know, in the title, you know, I put like Nintendo video machine with games, you know, and then I wrote like this little synopsis in it. I made the character, I got in the character, like what would an old lady say? She would say way too much information. I bought this with me and my husband bought this for our two boys, and they have families of their own now. And these were in the garage, and I know Mario games are popular. Maybe someone would like to buy these, and yeah, people are just like, yeah, I'd like to buy that one power pad. You know, like it's a very rare test cart. Yeah, it's behind me somewhere. Very rare. It's probably maybe only 1,000 in existence, maybe even less. And they're like, yeah, I'll take that. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, make a fair offer. And like, well, how about $25? And I'm like, do you think that's a fair offer? And they're like, well, I don't know. What do you think? And I was like, well, you know, so sometimes I'd string them along, and sometimes I'd come at them quick. It's like, well, you know, honey, I know how to use. Old people know how to Google too, you know. They're like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to insult you. I just want to play the games. I was like, you want to play the Power Pad test card? That's what you want to play? You want to play that with your son, huh? So, yeah, there were so many more messages that I didn't add. I was flooding everybody's feed as it was, but I had some fun. And now what I'm going to do is a week later, I'm going to post it under my own account, and I'm going to make it seem like I had bought it, and I'm going to post them individually to sell, just to really, I'm going to be like, yeah, I found these for, you know, $100, and I'm going to make some profit off you guys. So anyway, yeah, I got a long game here. I was really hoping to get the one guy. He didn't bite. So, but you know what? I did get some valuable information. There is this one guy that I was buying amiibos off of, and he had a bunch of them, and I thought he was a collector who was getting out. But little did I know, he's not a collector getting out. He's a dirty scumbag reseller. So, because he was trying to get it from me too. He's like, I'll pay you. Well, actually, he had to be the strongest opening offer at 100 for everything. Not that that's a strong offer, but I told him, well, someone offered me 300 and they're coming tomorrow. He goes, well, I'll give you 350. I'll come right now. You know. And then at the end, he even just like, what a scumbag. He knew, like, I was like, well, I should wait to let that guy see it first. He goes, well, let me tell you, ma'am, I want you to get as much as you can. He's really giving you a low price. You should really ask for a lot more. I'm like, man, what a dick. Not only is he trying to rip off this poor old lady, he's trying to screw the guy who was getting a good deal. We're like, man, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Salting the earth on his way out. So got a little bit of info on him.
You're doing God's work. You're the Robin Hood of the reseller market.
I'm trying to do my best, man.
Yeah, I loved it. You had like I got to wait till my son comes home and ask him about it.
Well, I said my grandson. I really wanted to sell that I was old, you know, my grandson. And then one I was telling him was like, I was thinking about just maybe taking him to GameStop, and like, oh no, don't do that. No, they'll rip you off. I'm like, oh really? Like you were trying to do? But okay. Yeah, those bastards, man, trying to rip off some poor old lady on a fixed income.
Fixed income.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, let's get this show on the road. How about that? And I'm going to start off with something you guys will enjoy. I found this on the thrift trail. Again, we in case you're joining us for the first time, I start with something vinyl adjacent, so not necessarily a record to start with, but something related, music, collecting, and all that. And for the longtime fans of this show, they'd recognize something like this before. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It's not a Napa Valley, but maybe an Ottawa Valley one.
I like the stain on that. Looks good.
You know what? Those are cool too because they come in a different amount. Like the Napa Valley Brothers ones, they have a set amount, and those got a little bit better. And that's a great price too. It's at like 36 holder.
$2.99. It was a manager special too. They had there's some, it is full of cobwebs and stuff. Well, still cobwebs in there, but
I got that exact same one.
Really,
that holds 36, right?
I'm not going to count it right now.
Well,
but
9 times 4 is 36. Not that hard to do, buddy. Come on. I got that exact same one.
Right. 2. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find somewhere because I'm not a cassette collector, so I was thinking maybe put Sega Genesis games in here.
That's what I did. And what I also like about that one, well, they're all that way, but being that it's a rectangle, you could turn it the other way and have it like that. Mm-hmm. So if you got a space issue, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know where I'd freaking put this thing though. So
put it in the mail and ship it out.
It is nicely constructed. I like the corners here. Like, what do you call that kind of construction where they're mortised in? Is that it? No. Biscuited? I don't know. It's good construction, anyways. Good Canadian.
Fisted?
It's fisted right in. Biscuited, I thought
you said Bisquick.
Biscuit. When you make the biscuits and to put the corners together. Retro Revolutions knows what I'm talking about. He's joining us. How you doing, Jared? Good to see you. Thanks for coming on by. So that is my vinyl adjacent thing. I thought you guys would like that.
Codpiece.
We have shown a few.
And with that, I'll pass along over to Matt Bandy, who can take over.
Sure. I'm going to do some vinyl adjacent stuff as well. I have 2 things to show today. One, I usually start off with a cassette. So I'm going to show a cassette that's kind of music related. And if you guys know what this is, I will be so happy and shocked because I haven't met anybody outside of my family that knows about this. It's a tape called The Golden Glow. So this is from my childhood. So this is very, it's like almost like a fairy tale bedtime story that I used to listen to when I was sick. And my mom recently sent this to me. It's from 1987. And it's kind of about this young kid who finds this little elf creature and they go on this adventure. But I always used to listen to this when I was sick, and this is so nostalgic for me and just the feeling I would get when listening to this. And luckily this is actually up on YouTube, so if you're curious to hear the story and listen to it, it is on YouTube, so just search for The Golden Glow. I've tried to find information about this. This was never released outside of a cassette, so this was never on CD or any other sort of digital format. So I'm glad that it is on YouTube to listen to. It's about 20-30 minutes long, and the music is very kind of fantasy type. It's really soothing, kind of adventure type music. It looks like there's a song by John Denver on here.
Oh.
So yeah, but it's the narrator's voice is all very calming and relaxing. And actually, sometimes when I realize it was on YouTube, sometimes when I can't sleep at night, I'll put it on and listen to it, and it helps me fall asleep.
Wow.
So The Golden Glow.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, not too many people. The only person that I know that, like, my sister and I talk about this, and that's about it. So it says, there's a little info on it. A story and songs to celebrate life. It's very like new wave hippie like stuff. But yeah, it's cool.
So what you think they would have got that at like a children's store kind of thing?
I have no idea. I'm assuming. I need to ask my mom to see where she got this from. Because yeah, so if anyone out there has ever heard about this, I'd like to hear your memories of this, and if you've ever heard it before, because I've never met anyone that knows this. And my other vinyl adjacent is actually a CD. I don't know if I've shown a few CDs on here, but this is The Lost Songs of Distant Realms by a dungeon synth artist that goes by Questmaster, and this sounds exactly like a 16-bit RPG. So this sounds kind of chiptune-y a little bit. So it sounds like an old, long lost like Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis RPG. Songs are all around like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. But this was put out by Out of Season, which I've shown a lot of their stuff on here. It was originally released as a double cassette, and it's 2 different. So there's you got volume 1 and volume 2, and it opens up in this big kind of a gatefold CD here. And look, there's like 21 tracks on each disc here. I don't know if there's any art underneath. Nope. But yeah, this is a cool listen. I think you guys would like this. If you like, JRPG music or any old RPG music, you dig it.
Questmaster.
Questmaster, yeah. They also have a new cassette coming out that may be making an appearance on this show in a few weeks. Never know.
Well,
yeah.
Tease.
This is good stuff.
Yes, Questmaster. May I have another? Hey, Denise likes your cassette, Matt Bandy. She's going to look it up.
Nice. Yeah, just The Golden Glow on YouTube. And, if you have young kids, that's probably the more appropriate age to show to get some enjoyment out of it. But it's so nostalgic for me that I can still enjoy it as an adult.
Excellent. Wow. Very enlightening. Okay, Kevin. Let's bring it on. What do you got for us?
Okay, well, I got some vinyl adjacent stuff too. I've been a regular visitor to my local mission thrift because they've been getting the CDs, and they've been $2 a piece. So once again, I went there today.
I do kind of have a little problem with you going to the Mission thrift store so often, because I remember when I went to the thrift store when our pandemic levels were very low, you yelling at me, and now pandemic levels are very high, and Kevin's going every day.
Yeah.
So help me out here. Quantify the difference for me.
So I got the Mamas and the Papas. It's a greatest hits collection.
It's $2 for those CDs.
$2.
God, that is so cheap.
I know.
That's the way to go.
I know.
It's so good.
So this is so it's stuff like a lot of it I don't even know what the heck it is. Like I know Weezer and I have the Blue album, but I'm not sure what the Maladrot. I don't know. It said Weezer on it. It was $2. It's got I know a couple of songs like Dope Nose and Gone Fishing. I know those songs. But this is a CD, an enhanced CD.
Right.
Those
so
are
you
cool.
put it in your computer and it pops up.
Yeah, so it's got these are all the songs, and then these are a bunch of videos on here and some live performances.
I think you could put that in your Sega CD and it'll work.
I don't think so.
It'll play the music, but it won't play the enhanced stuff.
I got Bob Marley Legend. I didn't have any Bob Marley in my collection, so. And this one I had a preservation copy for the longest time, but now I can go legit for $2. I got Eric Clapton and B.B. King, Riding with the King.
Nice.
So I did get a lot more, but those were the ones I thought you guys would be interested in. I also did get a Lamb of God CD, but I forgot to bring it down. So that would have been for Matt Bandy. I don't know if he's a Lamb of God guy. I don't even know if I am. I just saw it there for $2.
I'm not a fan, but I don't it's good. It's good music, but I'm just not. That's not my style.
And,
They got cool riff stuff.
Okay.
Those aren't even scratched up. Those look pretty good.
yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that I'll find that I kind of want, but it'll be scratched up or whatever. But so then I'll just leave them there because chances are I might run into them again. So I always make sure the disc is, in good shape and all that. Like this looks like nobody even they got it for Christmas or something, and then they just put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
So. But if the jewel case is scratched up and the disc is good, then all I gotta do is just swap out the jewel case.
True. All right. Very good. Good vinyl adjacent stuff. Denise is asking, is PS3 going to play those enhanced discs?
I don't know. I think they are designed for a Windows-based system.
It was, what I was thinking of?
QuickTime, maybe?
I was thinking of, was it CDI that came out that the Sega CD would play? So I remember talking a buddy into spending a crazy amount of money to get the Sega CD when it was new, because I had one single CD in my collection, a Jimi Hendrix CD, that is said it had this extra video component to it that you could never figure out what it ever could be unless someone had a Sega CD player. And then when he finally got it, I'm like, screw the games, we're putting this in there. And then it was just all little graphic-y, kind of psychedelic crap. It wasn't worth it, but he got a Sega CD to play with after that. So
yeah, I didn't know that. If they could play them, I didn't know that. I always thought these were a Windows thing.
All right, well, we'll forge on ahead over to Chris Roberts. I'm curious to see what he's brought us.
Well, I got a lot of records, but this isn't the record portion, so I'll just show the one thing that. So I decided to go to Santa Cruz last weekend or whatever. I don't know. I wanted to get out of the house, and I figured, hey, just take a drive around, come back. But of course, the night before I start scouting, and I start looking around for, games and stuff like that. And I came across this bitchin' ass little TV.
Oh, man.
And look at this. It's got this little pinstripe on it. And
right,
this is cool.
Is it color TV?
No, this is black and white. I mean, I do have small color TVs. This is an RCA. It's a black and white, but I have a red one that matches it. They're not the same model, but they just look really nice. And I don't mind having black and white because I have several CRTs. But this thing I could probably sell that for $150 easily. And
really
easy.
Dang.
Easy.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And, these things are just starting to become really hard to find. You're just not going to come across these small CRTs. And if you are, like that one Bill has, which is really nice, those things are really hard to come across now. I guess a lot of them made it to the electronic dumps. Whenever these little TVs went from, whenever our signals went from analog to digital, these kind of became obsolete they didn't, but people didn't want to get the converter box. They were all getting pushed towards, flat screens and stuff like that. So,
flat screens became so affordable too.
That's true. And I mean, in all honesty, the picture is so much far superior on a 1080p. I mean, that goes without saying, but there's something that, these things have their place definitely in my house. Yeah, I was really happy to get it. I got some other crap too, but I don't even know where it's at. This was the prize.
Nice.
Cool looking.
Yeah.
I like how those pricks put color stripes on it, but it's not a color TV.
Well, I did a little, I think this had something to do with yeah. I mean, I look at it and I think of like those old gym socks from the
yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? It's got the white
socks.
And, I was thinking maybe it was because it was 76, but when I looked up, it wasn't. It was a little earlier than 76. So I was thinking, bicentennial year, maybe they were going that route. But, yeah, there are some shady TV companies that would put things on there that had a little bit of color on there. So you would assume that it was a color TV, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, like I said, I have some small colors too, but this one's really cool. I'm happy that I found it, and you're just not gonna find them. It's just so weird. Like, I mean, someone's either gonna throw it away or they're gonna know what they got.
Yeah. No, I love it. It's got the handle on it too.
Yeah.
Old days
Well,
when you had your handle.
Yeah, and those things always break, man. Like a lot of time, and even the antennas are still there. The one antenna is something that would have been more like an aftermarket, the round one. I mean, it might have came with the TV, but that's something that I can also see not coming with the TV. But the one that's connected to the actual set, those things always got broke off, or the tip got broke off. So everything's good. The little part where the cord wraps around in the back and tucks into itself, it's all together. So
it works.
Oh yeah. I got home. I posted a little pic of it. I hooked the VCR up to it just for the hell of it. But yeah,
I saw the picture of it. I didn't see you.
Darth Vader's in it. There's two pictures. I posted one just of the set in my trunk, and then later on, I don't know. Sometimes I don't put it on Twitter, but you follow my Instagram, Matt. Come on, man.
Okay.
Help my algorithm. Throw a like my way, buddy.
That's a happening Instagram. Come on. If only that guy would plug this show on that Instagram, we'd be something. Oh. Hey, Denise is trying to get on Chris Roberts.
Hey, yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay, cute. Yeah, so you got a 4-inch screen TV. Okay, well, that's good.
And a beta player.
Yeah, betas are awesome. They're really hard. Every time I find a beta player, it never works. I've still haven't successfully found a good working beta player, and I don't have the skills to fix them. So I got a little junkyard of betas. Sucks.
All right. Shall we move on to actual vinyl?
Let's do it.
Okay. I will start. These are recent pickups. So I'm going to show you, we're going to get into some pickups. Maybe you've seen some of this on a recent pickup video I did last week or this week. I'm not sure when I did it. And later on, my stack includes Rolling Stone stuff, and I don't know what's behind that, but a lot to look forward to on this episode. Let's start. This was timely how I found this, because I found this and then a few days later the word had broke about the passing of Sean Connery. But I did find this in what's that, thrift store, I guess. In a thrift store. I was getting my car worked on. It's got the old punch out here, and the cover's in nice shape. There's the back, looks pretty good. The 00 means he has a license to kill, just so you know. And I was hoping Kevin would do his impression, because he did a pretty good Sean Connery impression on the Fandango.
I'm too tired to do any impressions.
That's an exclusive.
Impression. You got to tune into Retro Fandango,
right.
The Cartridge Club's only weekly podcast.
I'm co-hosting another show with a tired talent and cross promoter. Good. So Dr. No right there. Hey, I don't have the record player with me this week, so we could try things out. If you recall the last couple episodes, I stole my daughter's little portable record player. We were dropping the needle on it on some stuff. Interestingly enough, the stuff we dropped the needle on last week was some polka records, and didn't I play Paul McCartney stuff?
Ooh, that's right. That's risky.
Well, shockingly, the only thing that got copyright strikes was the polka music.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Hey, they need the money.
Yeah, they were on it. They're like, we're getting that money. So weird. The McCartney stuff I got away with.
That's insane.
So
You're a very risky guy. You're brave.
Go ahead, Matt. What were you saying?
No, never mind. You're on the next one. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, found some more George Thorogood. Again, this was at the thrift store, and thrift store normally has nothing for records. That's the first thing all of the resellers raid, and normally there's nothing there, but there was this and Dr. No, and I made sure to have this at the top of my shopping cart as I walked around, just so everyone could be jealous of me finding actual records. It's got the floppy sleeve in there. And on Attic Records, got some Move It On Over. There you go. Pretty good shape though, for a thrift store.
Yeah, I never have much luck finding records at thrift stores. It's usually old like symphonic classical music stuff, or just like really thrashed disco records.
Yeah. Well, this one's thrashed now. I just dropped it because of this stupid. We're replacing that. I'm just gonna put that down for now. That goes in the garbage. And my last pickup is, anyone recognize?
Oh, you know what?
nice.
I was gonna guess Weird Al. I don't know why. That's so cool.
We were talking polka.
Yep.
So this
why don't you throw on a couple polka tunes?
I don't have the player here, but I would.
Go get it.
Here's the back. Living with a hernia. Dog eat dog.
I ordered the cassette of that back in the day through Sam the Record Man to complete my Weird Al collection.
This is on Scotty Bros.
Yep.
Is the label.
Yep.
Santa Monica, 1980.
That one would have been 86.
Oh my God, Kevin nails it.
All right.
It's got another crap. Look at this thing. How's this get through QC? These sleeves. It's got a pretty strong label on there. I like that. And again, this was just in the thrift store, right at the top of the bin. Like people passed it by. Maybe they got tricked by it and thought it really was polka or something.
That's cool.
So-
You know, I've never come across any Weird Al vinyl ever.
Me neither.
There's the one guy in Newmarket, that 33 and 3rd store. He had a couple of them, but he was charging mucho dinero for them.
You know, Weird Al, he recorded his first record the next town over from me in San Luis Obispo, California, because he went to school at Cal Poly University, and that first record, some of those tracks were recorded there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think the value is on this guy?
Just look at Discogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You guys are the experts. There is
No
something
idea.
else in here. You have the lyric sheet. That's it. It's all just one side, blank on the other side.
I always think about a story when I think of Weird Al. There was this show on VH1 called Pop Up Video. No, not even Pop Up Video. I'm sorry. I love the 80s. I love the 90s. They had all the I love the whatever, right? And one of the years they were featuring Weird Al and the song Amish Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Coolio on there. And he was so fucking bitter. He's just like, they asked me for permission for my song, and I told them no, and they just did it anyways. It was such a serious song. How could they do? Like, he was so brokenhearted. I'm thinking, man, you're so upset, yet you're still doing this damn show. You know what I mean? Like, you think he'd be like, fuck no, I ain't gonna talk about Amish Paradise. But yeah, I just love that. Every time that would pop on, I was so happy to see him all pissed off.
There's what Kevin went for. Available on cassette.
Yep.
Yep.
CR02.
Produced by Rick Derringer.
Looks like the median price for that record is $5.
Oof.
Right.
Yeah.
So much for your retirement plan.
Yeah, well, it all adds up, I guess. So yeah, I think one of these they did have priced up too, which I think is a violation of the contract between purchaser and merchant at a thrift store. So price sticker comes off and it goes back to its default price of $1.99.
Smart.
Yeah, see, that's weird. In the States, if there's no price tag on it, they won't sell it to you because people around here are shady.
All of the
take it
signage
off, and then they'll go up and be like, oh, I don't know what price it is.
all the signage in the store says all records $1.99, all books this price, all cassettes this price. Oh, unless we think it's
Unless otherwise smart.
Yeah, okay.
anyway, something happened on the way to cash, and it became the real price, the proper price. So that's my pickups for this week. I will pass it on over I'll pass my turn over to Matt Bandy, see what he brought us.
Nice. So I'm going to do my first official unboxing here. This is a legit unboxing. I know I've kind of feigned like I was doing an unboxing, but I'd really taken the records out and looked at them already. I haven't looked at these yet. I bought these today at Booba Records in San Luis Obispo, California, and I haven't looked at them because I wanted to save it for today.
Awesome. Hit the subscribe.
Any guesses on what these are?
Obscure metal.
No.
Dungeon synth.
No. One is a soundtrack.
Oh,
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
I almost hit play on that movie last night. Almost.
Nice. I know it's streaming on Amazon Prime right now, I think.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. I loved it as a kid.
Yeah, I still think it's good, but
It's got
yeah,
boobies.
I'm a sucker for this this style. So, but this is sealed, so we're gonna open it right now.
Whoa!
Mm.
Hit that like button. Is it new pressing or is
No,
this?
this is old. This is
Wow.
1983,
Oh,
and it feels like the shrink wrap is. It feels like it's been. I don't even remember what the soundtrack to this sounded like, if it's any good, but I like this. Like this movie.
This is wow.
It's exciting stuff.
Oh, you're taking it right off.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
just killed the value. There we go, brand new. Uh-oh.
It's a different record.
No. It's just got the shitty plastic here.
Yeah, that was an 80s special, man.
Mm-hmm. No notes, nothing in there, but all the info you need is on the back here, I guess.
Mhm.
We got a note from the composer.
So it's a
From the
score,
director.
right?
Yeah, it looks like it's the score here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Beastmaster had that
Brand new.
that circular thing he would throw that Xena stole from.
All right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a listen. And yeah, even just for the artwork.
That works
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different from the. I don't think I've seen this artwork for the movie. Is this different than the poster?
Yeah,
Or
I
is it
haven't
the-
seen that
is it the
before.
same? Yeah. Okay. Any other guesses on what my other one's going to be?
Barbara Streisand.
No. It starts with a C, and it's something band.
The Crystal Gale.
Man,
Oh.
Charlie's Daniel, and that should have been an easy
Daniel's
guess.
So I got this because it was really cheap. There was kind of slim pickings today at the shop. There was a ton of records, but nothing that I needed or wanted except for these two records here. I've been wanting to get this one for a while. I haven't really heard too much off of this. I really like the track "The Long Haired Country Boy," but I haven't heard any more off of this record. And it looks like it's a gatefold here. There's Charlie Daniels. Rest in peace, Charlie. He died a couple months ago. We got. Yeah, looks like the vinyl's in decent shape here.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, he's a former session guy with Bob Dylan.
Is it really?
Right there. Yeah.
Nice. Go. Yeah. So looking forward to this. Have you guys listened to any of his music? Besides, the
Devil went down to Georgia.
There you go. So those were my 2 pickups for today. I got a few other records in the mail last week too, but I did already open those. And now here, Kevin, this is your obscure metal bands here.
I knew it.
So this is a band called Persecutor. They are part of the band, I believe, is from the States, and the other part is from Croatia. I think either Croatia or Poland, somewhere in Eastern Europe. But I ordered this off of Discogs about a week ago, and it's out of 500, and mine is number 153. Persecutor is kind of they're a little bit hard to describe. They're definitely black metal, but with a lot of rock and roll influences. Some people call it black and roll. I don't like that term, so I don't I don't call it that. But so it's Romania. They're from Romania. So they call themselves Romanian Ice Metal, and all the tracks on here, except for the last one, is having to do with snow or some sort of like Babylon on the snow. Do you feel the frost of dawn? Winter's meat, chained to the tundra. So it's got there's a running theme here, and it's also on. They said ice blue. So it's a see-through clear blue vinyl.
Blue ice.
Blue ice.
I think that's a move Ben Stiller did in that modeling movie.
Oh yeah. No, blue steel.
Blue steel, right?
And you got just the lyric sheet and a shot of the band. And I also got a little thank you note. It says, Matthew, many thanks. And it's the initial of, I'm assuming the singer, he goes by Vlad the Inhaler. So it's like a little VI, but that's cool. Yeah, that's, I ordered from Bandcamp too. Sometimes this doesn't happen often, but sometimes the band will throw in a little thank you note, and that's a nice little personal touch you get when ordering through Bandcamp. Sometimes you get a thank you from the artist.
Yeah.
And they made a video for this. So if you want to, or a video off of this record, so if you want to check out and see what this band sounds like, they made a video for the track Black Death Punk Skins. So it's a really catchy song. I would recommend just doing a little quick YouTube search for Black Death Punk Skins, and it's got a real Mad Max feel to it. So even if you don't dig the music, the video it's entertaining.
It looks like they put money in the video.
Yeah,
nice.
And then the last record I got in the mail last week, might be my favorite record that came out this year. It's by a Finnish black metal band called Havu Krunu, I believe is how it's pronounced. The name of this record, I'm not going to try to pronounce it because it's in Finnish and I will butcher it. But I ordered this through Bandcamp, and I pre-ordered it when it went up for sale. And it shipped over from Finland, and it arrived last week. So I missed out on the color vinyl. There was only 100 pressed of that, and there was, I believe, 300 pressed on black vinyl. So this record's been getting a little bit of buzz in the underground heavy metal community, and came with this little booklet here with some art, some pretty cool art, and the song titles that go along with each of the paintings here. I'm not sure who the artist is. Then you have all the lyrics, but they're all in Finnish. And some more art. And then on And then on the back, there's the thank yous, and this is in English, so I can at least read the thank yous from this. But this is their, I believe, their 4th record. It's so good. It's really, really, it's a very listenable black metal record. A lot of black metal tends to be pretty harsh and kind of hard for some listeners to get into, but this is, I would say, a good starting point because it has some other traditional heavy metal influences in it. It's a very big production, pretty epic. I hate using that term, but that's a good way to describe it. So this record is highly recommended, and it probably will be at least on my top 5 records of this year. So those are my new ones.
Wow. Are they singing in English?
No, it's all in Finnish.
It's all in Finnish.
Yeah.
I tell you, I was shopping a record in Bandcamp. I was telling you guys months ago about it. This Emma Swift character did a Dylan compilation. It was on Bandcamp, but then when I looked it up, the Canadian thing, it cost so much. Well, then this thing appeared on Amazon. So that, oh my God, there it is on Amazon. But it was like $25 or something. So I'm just going to hold off a little bit. Then it got down to like $17. I started to get excited. And then I went, the greedy part of me went, I bet you it can go a little bit further. So I held off a little bit longer. The next day, $41. So just buy it if you see it and it's a decent price. Come on, guys, just buy it. That's the lesson, the moral of today's story. Buy it. Anyways, I'm going to pause right now. We have a special guest popping in. I hate Kevin. I'm sorry. If I could pause on you just for a second.
Okay, I don't mind following up the special guest.
All right, here he is. Special guest.
Oh my goodness. Way too close. Way too close.
Is this it? Is this thing on?
You're on. It's Curtiss.
Oh my goodness.
He's back home. So excited.
Surprise. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Good.
Great.
Super fantastic.
So good to see you.
No.
Oh no! Oh wow! Look at that. That is so long.
It's getting long.
You look like Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3.
I know.
Oh.
Oh. Man. Well, it's good to see you, Curtiss. I'm glad you could make it.
It's good to be here. You guys started a little bit later, right? So you're not about to end in like a minute?
Nope.
Yeah, we pushed it. We got an hour still.
This is great. Sorry, my lighting is terrible. I apologize for that, but it's because I'm backlit. There's a light right there. See? I know what the problem is, but I'm not fixing it.
Just stick your head in front of it, then you'll be perfectly backlit.
Yeah. So what did I miss?
Matt Bandy showed some obscure black metal and dungeon stuff. And Chris Roberts showed unrelated to music stuff.
Yep.
And Kevin he's just been angry today.
What are you angry about, Kevin?
I'm not angry about anything. I'll just say today it's been such an exciting day, and it's been nothing but euphoria all day. And just now I'm tired. I'm ready for bed.
Sure. Exhausting. Well,
all
great.
right. Well, I was going to throw to you immediately, Curtiss, since you came on, but since you have a bit of time with us and it would throw off my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There it is. See?
I'll get back to Kevin. We'll get back to Kevin and then, get in the natural rotation here. Okay.
Groovy.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks
Glad
for
to have you.
having me.
Okay, Kevin.
Well, if you recall last time we recorded, I was going to do Judas Priest, but we were sort of running low on time, but now we got lots of time. So I'm just going to go through my Judas Priest collection, all in chronological order. So this is their debut album, Rockarola. It was out of print for a long time because it was recorded under a different label, but then it became a Record Store Day exclusive, I think last year. So I'm not going to take them all out and do all the whole thing, but this one was a green vinyl. So
Did
let's
that
take
ever
a
have
look.
a different artwork to it, or was it always that?
Yeah.
Like, did it?
I think so. I don't know. This one's in what they call that, embossed too, where it you can feel the bumps of all the water.
French tickler.
Rippled for her pleasure. And here's our green clear vinyl that doesn't really show up that green on the camera, but I'm looking at it and it looks green.
You know, I've never listened to that record. That's one of the few Priest records I've never listened to. I don't know why, but just haven't. I know it sounds a lot more rock and roll than heavy metal.
Yeah, I mean, they were still trying to get their footing in.
Because that was what? That was like late 70s, right?
Mid 70s.
Oh, was it mid 70s? Okay, yeah, that's still pretty early.
Yeah,
that's even before the whole new wave of British heavy metal started.
Yeah, I mean, they were on the forefront of that scene, right? So, I mean, they still had a little bit of the look, but even then, there's some video footage of them from this era, and they look more like the Doobie Brothers, I guess.
Yeah,
but it's a pretty good album. I enjoy it. I like it. When it comes to Judas Priest, every time they put out an album, the change. They've made several different changes in that, and it's very dramatic. So you got fans of only one type and fans of others, and I don't know. I like them all. This is Sin After Sin.
That's when the classic sound starts to creep in there.
I think this was their second one, or no, Sad Wings of Destiny was their second one. This is the third one.
Was that because that would be a big because Sad Wings of Destiny I thought was the third. I could be wrong though.
I can't remember which order they go in, but I think Sad Wings of Destiny was the next one. I'm having a tough time tracking that one down for a decent price.
That's a great record.
But this one's good. This one's kind of like their, you're talking about new wave of British metal. This is where it's kind of going in that direction. It's a little more proggy, a little bit of proggish to it. I'm not gonna take it out. It's like a brand new record. Trust me, it's good. It's fine. And here's the sleeve.
Questionable.
Yeah, it's not the greatest artwork in there. I mean, it was the 70s, so, but it is a really good album. Next,
Kevin, you are correct. Sad Wings of Destiny is Judas Priest's second record.
There you go. That's all you had to say is, Kevin, you are correct, and I would have known exactly what you meant. Next is Stained Class. So this is another good one.
There's a cool heavy metal records shop in Toronto called Stained Class.
That's correct. And for some reason, I don't have a separate sleeve for this one.
Have you been there, Bandy? That record shop in Toronto?
No, I've just heard about it. I know one of the guys from a band called Cauldron, I think, works at the store. Cauldron is a metal band from Toronto that plays. They're heavily influenced by Judas Priest and that sound.
I've never been to that store.
Me neither. I just know of it.
I think it's pretty small. It's a pretty small shop.
Yeah. So next I have these are all reissues, by the way. This is Unleashed in the East. It's got some Japanese on there because it was a live concert.
That just says live in Japan.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it looks Japanese. That's right.
Oh, there's a code.
I think I'm positive I used it already. So
did you get these all at once?
No. This I've been collecting for a long time. And okay, so this is the funny story here. At this point in time, they were in between drummers. So when they did the photo shoot of the band, they got everyone in shot, and there's a drum kit back there somewhere, but you can't see the drummer because they didn't actually have a drummer at that point.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
So, and that album is also notorious for not actually being live. A lot of it was redubbed later in the studio. Here's their classic. Some people will say it's their best. Some people can make an argument that British Steel is their best album.
I don't know if I've ever listened to a Judas Priest. I couldn't name one Judas Priest song. Is that the one to listen to? If there was one to listen to?
You would recognize songs off of that.
You know, Breaking the Law, right? Breaking the Law, Breaking the Law.
Oh yeah,
Beavis and Butthead
That
covered it.
Yeah. And then Painkiller was also on Breaking the Law.
That's funny.
Or on
I look
Beavis
up-
and Butthead.
I look up Judas Priest on Spotify, and "Breaking the Law" is their number one most popular song. So.
Yeah. So that's the album it's from.
British Steel, is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's one you could start with. You can also start with this one. This
That's
is
a good one,
Screaming
too.
for Vengeance. This also has their other big hit on it. You Got Another Thing Coming.
You know that one, Curtis.
Yeah, you would know that
Oh.
one as well.
You got another thing
coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
This album is a lot more. Some of the songs on it are a lot more harsh than British Steel. And You Got Another Thing Coming was like the radio hit on that one.
Kevin, have you ever watched Heavy Metal Parking Lot?
I have not.
Oh man,
Sounds like something I should watch.
yes. It is a video that was recorded outside of a Judas Priest concert. That's kind of this cult video.
Oh, okay. What's
yeah,
it called?
Heavy Metal Parking Lot.
Okay, I've seen parts of it. It's from the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have seen that.
Yeah.
Seen that. I got these. These are a little bit out of order. This actually came out before Screaming for Vengeance. This is Point of Entry. This is actually a different, updated cover. I don't know if the original cover's in here. And I hope I'm hearing some tone from someone, and it's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone's cooking and the fire alarm keeps going off. So I don't know what the hell's going on in the other room, but
Chris's house is on fire, but he
I
doesn't
may
care.
or may not have to leave early. I don't know.
Here's a sleeve. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't have the original cover, but the original cover is notorious for being fairly horrible because all it is it's like a mountain, like a horizon shot with the mountains, and there's like computer printout paper, blank computer printout paper. That's just it's really bad. Maybe someone can look it up and put it up on screen or something.
My computer would explode.
We're getting close to the end here. Here's Defender of Faith. Some people could make an argument that this is their best album. Some people do, but no, not me. I don't think this is their best one, but it's a good one.
When was their heyday? Like,
Hey, this one isn't opened.
Yeah, what's their heaviest?
Oh, we're getting to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. This one isn't open. Look at this. We're going to do an unboxing right here.
No.
I'm surprised I didn't have it listen. I've listened to this album. I've definitely streamed it, but I hope it's not warped because I think I bought this off of Amazon
but when were they the most popular?
in the 80s.
In
I
the
would say.
80s? Okay.
Yeah. That was definitely their heyday. The new wave of British metal. Like they were gaining popularity in the 70s, but really the 80s, that's where they were on MTV and were drawing huge crowds, big crowds. So looks good for an Amazon purchase.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, no.
The word I'm hearing is not necessarily Amazon, but the manufacturer. There's been so much manufacturing going on in the vinyl scene that the manufacturer is just stacking them right out of the press before they are cooled down properly. And so the whole run is getting warped and they're just shipping them out anyways. So I wish someone could correlate where all this is happening and figure out who is the bad factory and get them in order. That would be helpful. But
right.
Yeah, that video I did where I showed the warped records, it garnered a lot of comments leading to that. There's a lot of people getting that, having that happen to them, not necessarily from Amazon, from their record stores, their record store day purchases. One guy was even saying when he shops at the record store, he insists on opening it right in the record store so he can get a return immediately.
Right. Wow.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a good idea. So this is Priest Live. This is the double live album. This one's an original. It's not a.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a reissue. It's got the big gatefold with the band and all their metal glory. And this one has is a bit controversial because they opened this album with a song called "Out in the Cold," which is like one of their more mellow songs, which is a really weird choice for a band of Judas Priest's metal stature to open with a slow number.
Open with a ballad.
Yeah, like that. But they did. So because this isn't a reissue, I'll just show you that it is all in good shape. I bought this at a record show back when we had record shows. At the last record show back in February. And guy gave me a really good deal on it. I think we spent like $150 at his table, and we walked away with I don't know, probably like 25 records. It was so there you go, all in good shape, good stuff. And getting there, I think I got 2 more to show. 2 more to show. Nope, 3 more to show. This is Ram It Down. This is probably their most controversial record in terms of people not liking it. Because this is where they got a little synth heavy, if you will. Got a little crazy with the synth.
Always did love that album art. I thought
it does look cool, and the song "Ram It Down" I thought was cool. I think there's some good stuff on this album. I like it. You know, I don't mind their changes in styles and tone. So Bill, you were asking their heaviest album, and I would have to say their heaviest album is Painkiller. Mm-hmm. This is when they added they got a new drummer. They had several drummers, but their drummers were always not necessarily their strongest member of the band. And this one, they got the guy that could do the double bass, and they really stepped it up at that point. And he's been their drummer ever since.
Hey, that bike would be pretty good on our Canadian icy roads, I bet you.
It would cut right through the ice. There's the back. So yeah, this is definitely their heaviest album with like the Painkiller's crazy song. Rob Halford he went crazy with the voice. And this just came out a couple of years ago. This is Firepower. This is an excellent record. I think it came out in 2017. And it made I think it was this and Sloan. I think I was going back and forth with as to what was the best record from that year.
Yeah, that was a huge return for them, and that was the first Priest record I'd really cared about in years.
Yeah, like they had broken up in the 90s. Like Rob Halford basically left, and they got that Tom Ripper Owens, mm-hmm. who was he was in like a Judas Priest cover band, and he could mimic Rob Halford a lot, very well. And they saw YouTube clips of him, and they brought him into the band, and then they made that movie with was it Wahlberg, or I can't remember, the Rockstar movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, except they made it like it was like a more pop kind of band. It wasn't a metal band, but that's where they got the idea for that story. And then when Rob Halford came back, they did a couple albums. You know, they were okay, but this was like a return to like some classic Judas Priest. Very well done. It's great stuff.
Honestly, Curtis, I would recommend listening to that record.
It is really good.
Which one? This one?
Starting point. Yeah, Firepower. It's a little long. If that my only complaint about that record, it maybe trimmed 1 or 2 songs off of that.
It's a little weird to complain about like the length, because like this might be the last Judas Priest record we'll get. You know, it's a very strong possibility. So you kind of want, on one hand, I want absolutely everything that they came out with it at that time, but on the other hand, like 45 minutes is like the perfect length for.
Yeah, but I mean, you can make a great album and have a couple tracks unreleased that come out on a different thing, if it makes the album better.
I don't know if it would though, because it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
I'll let you know.
To drop anything? I don't know. It's all good. Like I'm hard pressed to choose a song to drop from the album. Personally.
Well, I'll get back to you.
His vocals, it still blows me away how it's unchanged.
Yeah, well, he took care of his voice, Yeah. I'm pretty sure he doesn't smoke, and a lot of guys, like, they're in their 70s now, and you'd think that they would sound like old men, but they just really took care of themselves, and it shows. That's it for Judas Priest.
So, do you think you have all of them?
No. I'm missing. What am I missing? Hellbent for Leather and Sad Wings of Destiny. Once I get those two, then I'll have all the Judas Priest records that I want. Like I said, they did.
Lover?
Oh yeah, that's right. I did have Turbo Lover, but that was one of the ones that came back from Amazon that was warped. Okay, so I need that one. So I need 3 more. But they did a couple. They did a couple albums with Tom Ripper Owens that I'm not interested in. And then the couple that they did when Rob Halford came back, really not interested in. So,
oh, they did quite a bit then.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs in there. A lot of ups and downs with their discography, really.
All right, I'm just curious what this layout is. Hold on a second. Oh, that doesn't change anything. Okay, so we're moving on. Chris Roberts.
Yeah, I'm plugging in my computer. It's kind of funny. I take a couple weeks off and I'm getting ready to show all the crap that I bought a couple weeks ago, and both my co-host here fucking stole my thunder.
Oh,
so it's so fucking. Oh. I had to laugh. Okay, so first, Bandy's going into Charlie Daniels band and basically how shitty the Devil Went Down to Georgia. He didn't say shitty, but the commercial. And then I had found this at a yard sale for 50 cents. And the big hit on it is Devil Went Down to Georgia. But it was like I don't know, I really like this movie a lot, and the soundtrack's pretty cool.
I don't know if I've ever seen that movie.
You've never seen Urban Cowboy?
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Oh, it's really good. I mean, it's I don't know what you think it is, but it's a love story, a little rivalry. It's got a lot of good acting. I don't know. I think it might be his best movie. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you're into, but it's pretty good. I liken it to like Officer and a Gentleman, sort of. There's that similar story arc. Not quite the same, but similar, boy likes girl, he loses girl, he gets girl back kind of thing. Anyway, and then so I go to a yard sale and they just had trash everywhere. And it was really interesting the different things that they had, considering what I found there. I would have never thought I would have found all these 80s albums. Well, I'm guessing 70s after listening to Kevin too. But so, yeah, I basically got all the same Judas Priest albums that Kevin just showed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so and these are all original, so it's none of that Walmart, Amazon junk that Kevin had. But so I won't go too deep into them because he knows so much more about it. But I'll just show him. So I got this one. And
how much?
I got this and a couple. I got, I think, 10 albums total. He wanted $3 a piece, so I just bought them all.
Nice,
something like that. I think it was something like that. So it was like $30, but I was actually I was gonna haggle them. Well, actually, I did actually haggle them down $3, I think, because I think I actually got 11 albums. But I was gonna haggle harder, but he did mention that he had a bunch of video games, and so I thought I'll pay the price of admission, and if he does call back, maybe it'll turn into something, and if not, then whatever. he probably wouldn't have went down that much more. He kind of knew what he had, I guess. And then this one, I think this is really the cool one because I love the artwork. But I remember as I was a kid that this was a very popular shirt.
Yeah.
And he used to always just kind of creep me out because, you know, he's just squeezing that razor blade. And I didn't even know Judas Priest as a kid. I was more into, like, you know, pop, Michael Jackson, Hall & Oates, whatever was on the radio. But, you know, there'd be some stoner kids in the neighborhood, and one of them would wear this shirt. And I was like, dude, I don't know what Judas Priest is, but that looks cool as shit. So, and then I actually got the album cover that.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, except it's looks like someone maybe set their drink on. I think that will come off, though. I didn't even try to clean it. But there's the. Sorry about the graininess. I don't really have some good lighting in here, so I know it looks like shit. But so there's that. There's the back. All of them seem to have the original. Oh yeah, okay. All of them seem to have like the, you know, the little original sleeves in there.
Yeah.
This one has like a. I don't know, maybe a compilation of their albums to date at the time on it.
The animals that set their drinks on a record. Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
Some guest came over and did that to the guy's record, you know?
Yeah. And they did it to the damn, I mean, they even went even further because it's on the sleeve too. So they must have took the sleeve out and they even did it on that too, these bastards. So let me put that to the side. And then, I got this one with the eagle on there. It's pretty cool. Screaming for Vengeance.
Yeah.
Same shit that Kevin got. And then I got this one too. This was the last one, but he had two. So.
Oh, nice.
So I know, Bandy, I don't know. Is this something you have, Matt?
I don't have that record.
Well, you do now. So whenever I see you, I'll throw you whichever one is the shittiest. No, you probably get the best ones. I think they're actually both pretty good. So I don't know if we're even going to make it back around. I got 4 more records, so I'm just going to get them all out of the way. I went to that after I went and got that TV. This was last week. We made our way to for my job. Sometimes I'll take kids to missions, but usually they have a little town there, and San Juan Bautista has a bunch of thrift stores. So I went to this lady last year, right before the pandemic. Well, actually, it was last school year before the pandemic. She had a couple items, and I was going to buy them, but she had a run to do something real quick, and she never came back. So I was hoping they were still there. They weren't, but she did have some albums, and I was able to get a pretty clean copy of The Wall.
Oh, nice.
And,
that's good.
Yeah, it's a double album. It's nice. Everything's complete. I mean, it's really clean. It has a little bit of dust on it, but I mean, it was in really good shape. She was like, well, I know on eBay I could get $20, and I was like, so I showed her. I was like, well, you can get $15 and $5 shipping. She's like, well, if people are willing to pay the shipping, then that's what it's worth. And I was like, well, maybe, but I paid the shipping to get here, so how about that? You know, and that kind of fucked her up. She didn't really know where to go from there, but I ended up getting it for 10. So she's like, wait a minute. Yeah. I was like, you don't get to keep the shipping. That goes to the goddamn shipping company. Anyways, at that same yard sale with the Judas Priest, he also had Molly Crew. And he actually had 2 of this one too, but the other one was very thrashed. But this one actually had 2 albums in it. It also has Shout at the Devil in it too. So I got 2 for the price of one.
Funny.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, Shout at the Devil was in there as well. So it wasn't necessarily a double album to begin with. And since we're all into Dude's crotch on this podcast, we get a little close up of his. There you go.
Those lace-up flies, you can't beat them.
Yeah, and on the back, I mean, I guess they're trying to show their different personalities, right? You got a guy standing all cool, you know, you got another dude with some bullshit in his hands. You know, they're all doing different things here. This guy's so cool, he has to have 2 guitars, right? Who was that? Is that Nikki Sixx? Yeah. Oh, Nikki there. He's got 2 of them. Yeah, so there you go. Of course, Tommy Lee, you know, he doesn't hold shit. He just, look at him with his 2-tone pants. I mean, who the fuck's this guy think he is? You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, and then let's see. Same yard sale. Got Rat Out of the Cellar. I'm not too familiar with the album itself, but of course, I mean, you couldn't have been alive at that time and not heard round and round about 1,000,000 times on the radio. And
You know, I used to fucking hate that song.
really,
But it was fun. Something clicked like a little bit ago. I think I heard a buddy of mine playing a cover of it, and the solo on it's pretty good. And I kind of, I don't know, I softened on it a little bit. I used to think it was a lame
it had a great video which had Milton Berle in it, which was very odd. Yeah, it was really weird to see him there. You didn't understand the context of why he was in it, and it was one of those early videos of MTV that really stuck out. You know, like it had like a big story to it. I think it was kind of a ripoff of Rocky Horror Picture Show, maybe. I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but it was just a really cool. And it plus they used this track on Stranger Things, so I bet you it went up the charts a little bit. One of the badasses on there, he pulled up in his little Camaro and he was bumping round and round. And at the same year,
Billy?
yeah, the
the brother,
Billy. Yeah, the good looking dude, I guess, right? The whatever he is, and he also had Phil Collins, which was strange. I just think I mean, he's got all this metal, and then he had In the Air Tonight right there. So just another one. It's pretty good condition. I think there was a couple other albums, but I must not have grabbed them. So
why does Phil Collins get shit on so much?
I don't know. I like him.
So do I.
I like him too.
Well, which
like
Genesis do you prefer? Do you prefer him or the other guy?
I grew up
Peter
listening
Gabriel?
to with the Phil Collins era of Genesis.
Yeah.
That's what I'm partial to that because that's what I heard when I was a kid. But he gets shit on a bunch for being awful.
Well, I tell you what, Phil Collins definitely won in the solo career because I can only think of that Sledgehammer song, and that's about it. I don't know. I'm sure he had something else. I can't even think of the guy's fucking name right now.
Peter Gabriel.
There you go, Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
I know he had a couple other songs, but definitely, I think Phil was the better
Oh
performer.
yeah, Phil was a monster in the 80s.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it.
All right. That was cool. That was awesome. Finding those Judas Priest stuff right after Kev. That was good stuff.
Right.
And then gifting one to Bandy at the end. I was ready to put my hand up and say, ship it up with one of those top loaders, but
Well, you know what? I might have put it up for grabs, but he did make mention of it when he saw the Judas Priest in my listing, and I knew I had a double, so he had first dibs. He's California. Plus, it's not going to cost me nothing. I can just drop it off with him when I see him. I still got to bring you that cassette rack, so you're getting a little pile here, Matt.
wow, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All right, we can move it on over to special guest elect Curtiss. I'm loving the hair tonight, man. Yeah, I am.
Thank you. I tried very little on it. I think it looks better because of the headphones. Yeah. So I brought a bunch of my Judas Priest records to show tonight.
Oh, nice.
Gosh darn it, No, I can't remember if I actually showed this. Oh, what am I doing? So I didn't get to do the vinyl adjacent stuff. As we all know, I like to talk about what I've been listening to. And I got some stuff I wanted to talk about. Let me pull it up really quick. So this should be pretty fun. Unfortunately, the one I did not get to that I really wanted to get to before this was the Witness album. So sorry, Matt Bandy. The Modern Life is War, right? Witness?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Witness. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I did get to some other great ones. Let's start out with Wildflowers, Tom Petty.
Oh.
Baller. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Great album.
Yeah, really good.
Nice.
And what's funny is it sounds, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it sounds like that early to mid 90s electric acoustic thing that was going on then. I don't know, like kind of reminded me of maybe like Hootie and the Blowfish. Don't like flame me for that. But I don't know. That's just where my mind went. But it was so good. I really dug it. I think it was like the there was like harmonica in some song or something. I was like,
yeah, sure.
You
You don't know
And
how
then-
it feels as the harmonica.
Yeah. Anyway, really good. Love it. I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for that. So, Chris, if you get two of those albums, I'll take one.
It's out of
wasn't
print.
listening to
It's and really
Yeah,
hard
that's-
to find if you want it
that's
on
an expensive-
vinyl.
Chris can
So
find
I-
anything.
Well, I get lucky.
The other one, remember we were talking about Crumb Bum or whatever you call it?
Yep.
Crumb,
Oh yeah,
Dude, Kevin, you weren't kidding. That album rules. That is such a good chill, throw it on in the background. I like am in love with it. I'm totally going to be looking for that one too.
Well, and Duke has been loving it too, and he's been sending me like every time he finds a new Crumb Bum video, he sends it to me, and there are like just great videos on YouTube of showing them like how they come about their music and that. Like they start off with the drum loops, and then it goes to the bass player, and then she comes up with whatever she likes, and then it goes to the guitarist. It goes through his process and that, and then they finally come up with a complete song, and yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, really, really good recommendation there. And just to clarify, that's the Hasta el Cello. I don't know how I'm saying that. That album.
Okay.
And this one's again for you, Kevin. With the new AC/DC album forthcoming, I decided I'm going to go back through and listen to all of AC/DC's records, which I was surprised. There actually isn't a whole lot.
Yeah, they're like
they really slow down once they hit the 90s.
Yeah, it's like it was like once every 5 years, and then the
Mhm.
last decade it's been 2 albums.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they get a ton
but-
of money, and it's like there's really no motivation to go out there and.
Are they
perform.
releasing something new?
Yeah,
thought-
next
Yeah, they
week.
got
Yeah, that's what I thought. Who's the singer? Who's singing it?
It's Brian Johnson.
Brian.
It's,
Okay.
it's the Back in Black crew, except for Malcolm Young, who passed away. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm excited. So I got through the first 3 albums. I wanted to see, Kevin, maybe if our thoughts line up. So their first album, High Voltage, what a fantastic starting record. Like really good, top to bottom. I really
Well, that
dug
album
that
is
one.
actually a compilation of their first 2 Australian albums. So a lot of it is like really their second album. So you know, yeah.
Okay, that
So
makes
if you listen
sense.
to their real first album, it sounds a lot like it's rough.
Right.
It's that missing step.
I'm just going whatever's on Spotify, so that
Gotcha.
makes sense.
Yep.
And then followed it up with "Let There Be Rock," which was also surprisingly really good. Like really dug it. I was ready for it to not be as good, but it surprised me. Maybe you can explain this, Kevin. I was curious. So, "Problem Child" is on High Voltage, and "Let There Be Rock." Is that because of that? What you were just talking about?
Yeah. So Problem Child actually their third album, the real third album, is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Right.
And the American label passed on releasing it.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. "Problem Child's on Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap and Let There Be Rock.
And Let There Be Rock. So so they passed on that album, and by the time they became popular in 1980, the label wanted to put out another album right away. They didn't want to wait for them to work on a new one, so they just said, "Hey, we got this album that we passed on way back in 1976. Why don't we just put that out instead?" So that album actually came out here in 1981 with a completely different set list. So when Let There Be Rock came out here, there was a song called Crapsody in Blue, which the label didn't like. So they just took a song from Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap that they like better, and they put it on that one. So all of this could have been fixed like 20 years ago when they re-released everything, but for some reason they just decided not to, and it's still kind of messed up. But
Right. Well, that makes sense. And then, I followed that up with Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. That was the first one that kind of let me down a little bit. It's only okay.
So again, like that one actually came out before Let There Be Rock, and it's got a couple of tracks on it that for the casual fans might drag a little bit.
You know what? I'm an idiot.
Okay, I know, but
hold on. Did I do this? I want to make sure that this is the order I listened to them. Let me just go check really quick.
What are the songs you think
Okay.
drag on that, Kevin?
I take everything I said back. High Voltage, great. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, also great. Let There Be Rock was the one that let me down a little bit.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. It was the third one I listened to, and that's the way it
Okay.
is here.
Okay. So what let you down about Let There Be Rock?
I mean, it's got good stuff on there. Don't get me wrong. Like Whole Lot of Rosie, great. Let There Be Rock is okay. I guess it was like the stuff in between. I don't know. Just didn't hook me. I didn't think they had a lot of good. They're so good at hooks and getting stuck in your head.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like this album had a lot of that. Like I wasn't humming it or thinking about it after. It just didn't stick with me. I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm trying to not go too in depth because this was like a couple weeks ago that I listened to it. But but I have started. How do you say it? Is it Powerage or Powerage? Or
I either or is fine with me.
I've started that one and I'm really digging it, but I haven't finished it yet. So I will reserve my my comments, except for what I've just said. So that's it. That's what I've been listening to. I'm going to be listening to some Judas Priest, apparently.
Nice.
So what did I bring? I can't remember if I showed this the very first time I was on. Maybe you guys can help me remember, but I thought since Connery died, I would show it. That's my James Bond greatest hits. Have I showed this one?
I don't think so.
So this is great. They actually did a couple versions of this. This is the very first one. This has all the kind of theme songs from James Bond up through For Your Eyes Only. Really good. So it's just great to have a compilation of all these theme songs, including, Live and Let Die. And my personal favorite James Bond theme is Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon. Do you guys have
Absolutely.
Do you guys have a favorite theme?
Well, that was our wedding song, so that one better be my favorite.
Really?
Would I lie to you?
I have.
Oh, would you?
I said Layla and I talk about, if and when we get married someday. Yeah, what we would do, because she's like, we got to do cool songs. We can't just do the standard old boring stuff that the traditional wedding march, all that jazz. And I've always said, and she has not agreed to this yet, but I want to do Nobody Does It Better. And I am like lowered down from the ceiling as like fireworks go off behind me. But she hasn't agreed to it. It doesn't make. I don't understand.
I think you should walk down to Yakety Sax.
Which one? Which
Yakety Sax?
What's that?
The Benny Hill theme song.
Oh, is that the one where he's running around?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It would tie into her British heritage.
There you go. Very good. Okay. Now we're getting to the real deal stuff. I decided this time I'm going to try and blow through them as quick as I can. I grabbed my oneers. So all of this is, I only have one album for each of these bands or artists. And we're going to start with the Steve Miller Band. Nice. And that is Book of Dreams, which
Wisconsin band.
Is it really?
Yeah. Originally from Wisconsin.
I had no idea, but man, look at this. Got Jet Airliner, Swingtown, Jungle Love. This is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I almost grabbed that at a yard sale when I called in last time, but it was moldy. I said, "Nah, I'm good." It was moldy. All wet. Yeah, the record obviously wasn't, but the cover and everything else was.
But yeah, this is a great album. I didn't know they were from Wisconsin. That's awesome. Then this one, Chris showed The Wall. My only Pink Floyd album is Wish You Were Here.
Love that.
It's a good one.
It's in great shape.
Yes, I love this. This is a reprint. I bought this. I love this. But it does have some ephemera. Let's see here. So it's got this is just like a spare sleeve thing, I guess. And it's got some more ephemera inside. Oh, I could do a little postcard, wish you were here.
Nice.
Yeah. Mine doesn't have that.
Well,
You're not a real collector.
that's the difference. Got a little, to download Wish You Were Here as individual tracks. Oh, I got a code. I'm not going to show you the code.
Show it.
Actually, you know what? I don't care. I'm never going to do it. Should I do it? Should I show the code?
All right, let me write it down.
Do it.
Subscribe.
Do it.
Subscribers only.
It says do not pass this code on. It's unique to you. I can't. I got to follow the rules. Sorry.
Such a do-gooder.
Got to follow the rules. And then I guess it's got a little poster with it. Let's see.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get that in mind. Wow.
How do you have all this naked wall space behind you? You don't have like David Lee Roth poster up. You don't have that up. I'm curious.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you got naked wall
Dude,
space behind you.
I know. This room is the most unfinished room in our apartment. This
Get
is
that, get that
Ban-
David Lee Roth up. I would want to wake up every day and just there's David Lee Roth.
you and me both, brother.
Mhm.
You and me both.
I've done horrible things in that room.
God. Fantastic album. I think this is, I'm not a huge Pink Floyd guy, but I think this is my favorite album of theirs. I tried when I was deciding I wanted to get a Pink Floyd album. This is the one I settled upon. Pink Floyd. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. I don't know if this warrants having multiple albums. Maybe it does. I don't know, but I certainly love this one. My only Meatloaf album
No.
is Bad Out of Hell.
Most
this is
people's only Meatloaf.
yeah. Well, this is weird. It has a stamp on it for some guy named Richard Burton Jr. from Virginia.
The Richard Burton?
Junior.
It must be the Dick
Oh.
Burton.
Wow.
Yeah. But come on, Meatloaf, Paradise by the Dashboard Light. That's my favorite. Right? You guys like Meatloaf? You guys are laughing. You guys don't like Meatloaf?
I like it.
I like
I
that album.
I got that same album.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, they have a show that was going on in London that I was begging Layla to go see the last time we were there. Well, before COVID. It was like Peter Pan set to Meatloaf songs.
What?
And it's called Bad Out of Hell. And I if I ever get a chance, I really want to see it. It looks awesome.
Why didn't they call it Pete Loaf?
Heyo. Matt Bandy coming in hot. Oh, I got this one. So, Band on the
There you
Run,
go.
right?
Right.
We
Yeah.
were talking about this last time. You had something in yours, and I was going to see if I had it in mine. So let's take a gander. Looks like I got something.
Mhm.
Is it this poster?
Yep.
Right, Bill?
Yep.
That's that one.
Beauty.
Bam. OG. OG. That's a good one. Look at that. Great. It's fine. Trust me.
I believe you.
We saw it last time.
Hey,
What does
what's
that
the
mean
deal
again
with
when
what's the
What's
deal with
that
that
mean?
picture with them all standing around with all those kids? What are they?
Well,
doing
Paul
one of those-
McCartney's a
Well, I
Those are
mean, it
big.
looks like remember those old commercials that used to come on real late where they had Sally Struthers on there, be like, you can adopt a kid for
yeah.
3
Cup of
cents a
coffee.
day or
That's-
whatever. Yeah,
that's-
less than a cup of coffee.
You've never seen a McCartney family picture? That's It's all the McCartneys.
Anyway, that thing with the hole, isn't that usually the store is reducing it or something like that? It's usually something to do with like a returned item or
Yeah. So it goes in the remainder bin.
yeah.
Okay, here's a good one. Let's see if you guys can guess. I have one Hall and Oates album. Do you know which one it is?
Maneater.
Any other guesses? That's it.
I couldn't
Greatest
name one.
hits.
It is Along the Red Ledge.
Oh.
Oh,
And you might be asking, what is on Along the Red Ledge? And I can tell you, nothing you're going to recognize. Not a single thing. But check this out. Is this cool? I don't know.
Not for sale.
it's a
It's a
demonstration.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a
Cool.
demo disc.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was probably sent out to the radio stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what's in here. I'm feeling ephemera. What's this?
Is there a mustache in there?
Oh, look at this. Now you can be one of the thousands of Daryl Hall and
$5 a year.
That's
You
a
think-
steal.
you think I could still join this?
I think you could.
But I'll tell you what. So the reason I have this album and a few of albums in my collection is my friend had a picture on the wall that was a picture of a bunch of just a stack of records, a lot of classic ones, Prince, Queen, just all over the place. And I took a picture of that picture, and I was trying to collect every single one. And I am actually only like 3 away from having all of them, but they had this album on there, this Hall & Oates, and that was why I got it.
I like Hall & Oates. I think they get trashed on, just like Phil Collins. Too much.
I agree, man. Hall & Oates is great.
They have some great R&B roots. You know, when they did Live Aid, they made sure to like get like a bunch of old R&B artists on stage with them, and they put on a really good show.
Making a little comeback with some of their hits. They've been playing "Making My Dreams Come True" a lot. They
Yeah,
had it on
That's
an
a
NBA
big one.
commercial and during the inauguration. Well, not the inauguration, whatever you call that little pep rally they just had. They were playing it, so it's kind of cool.
Played all the time.
Yeah.
I got 3 more. 3 more. All right. I have one ELO album. Can you guess?
greatest hits.
It's never the greatest hits, Kevin.
It's the one with the spaceship on it.
That's probably like all of ELO's albums.
Yeah.
The one that
you-
features Jeff Lynne.
You're correct. It is Out of the Blue. And I
Yeah, that's a
paid
good one.
$5.
Nice.
So this is a double LP.
Trippy.
Very trippy. A lot of great songs on this. Mr. Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
I love Sweet as the Night, man. That's my jam. You guys know that one? Wild West
Mhm.
Heroes, good. Turn to Stone, Sweet Talking Woman. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good album.
Yeah.
That's another band that I
Lots.
took me years to find an appreciation for, but I came around on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So many good. Yeah, just trust me. These are good. There's nothing special. I'm looking now. I'm like on the ephemera hunt. Okay, here's a big one. I have one David Bowie album. Which one is it?
Ziggy.
Ziggy Stardust. Yeah. Damn it. I was gonna say the same thing.
Any
Change
other
it
guesses?
once.
Hunky
Let's
Dory.
Dance.
Blue Jean. I don't even know if that's the name of the cover, or the album.
Heroes.
Oh, yeah, I got that one.
We could be here.
They covered the
We could be
Wallflowers.
here.
That's the one where he covers Wallflowers,
One
right?
day. I don't know. You tell me.
Covers the Wallflowers song, Heroes.
Wouldn't he have been the first one?
Yeah, it's my joke.
Oh,
That's how all great
that's
comedians finish jokes.
It's always the joke is always better when you have to explain it.
I agree. Good album. Good album. I do want to get Ziggy. That's a good one. And
Yeah,
then
get his early stuff, man.
last one. I have one. No, I'm not going to have you guess on this one. I have Aerosmith Rocks.
Awesome
Yes,
album.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Terrific.
Yes, I agree.
Sick as a dog. I love that song.
Yeah, Back in the Saddle. This is just, and this is like one of their like harder ones, I think,
Yeah.
for Aerosmith. Like they really go on this one. That's a good one.
Mhm.
Cool little- So next time, I think I might try and do my twofers. Everything I got 2 of.
Nice.
Those are all my wonders. So, can I do one more?
Of course.
Because you guys like the fun album, like art printing stuff, and so I gotta try and bring it. And so it's gonna be the Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Let's take this out of this plastic here. So this is my favorite Disney film of all time. Look at that.
Beauty and the Beast is.
Yep.
Nice.
Mine is Herbie the Love Bug.
Great. Yeah, I like the beast on the back.
Did you get that at Walmart? Where'd you get it?
I think my buddy of mine got it for me. I don't know where, but man, how much do these suck?
They suck.
Yeah, that's the thing about picture discs.
Yeah,
It's like, well, it's a picture, and you gotta
that's
can't see it if
terrible.
it's in the.
Trash.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where it's at, man. And that's it. Thanks for having me.
Holy mackerel. So that was everything you got one of, if I follow that properly.
I think for the most part, there might be a couple I missed. I was trying to grab them quick because I got home late. So yeah, I think so. Besides stuff I've shown already.
Cool. Good
in
show.
the past.
Now, if you notice, Matt Bandy has given up his top right position mid Curtiss presentation. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got Miss Q Dog in the house.
Oh, hey,
Let's,
Final porn.
all right. I
showing off
guess
the goods.
I got to skip over Matt Bandy here and get to me. Guess that's
I
how
thought
it
that was like a ploy by Matt Bandy to get next in line.
Get another
He's gonna keep
straight
logging
line.
off and on. Yeah.
works. We got time for more Bandy. Don't worry. You got more Bandy coming. Don't worry about it. Let me push you guys off to the side here if this works. There you go. Look at that. All four of you off to the side. So I said I was going to do some Stone stuff. Curtiss had done Rolling Stone stuff previously, but we're working through the collection here, so we got to go through it.
Love it.
This is probably my most played Rolling Stones album.
It's a good one. It's the
Yeah.
best one.
What's going
Boy,
on there?
it's really pronounced on those older albums, huh?
Yeah. What's this 45 in here? No Use in Crying. And what's on the other side here? Start Me Up. Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh.
What's it look like? Yeah, it's in good shape. I have no idea what to do with my 45, so if I remember, I'll stuff it inside a parent album, which I've done here. Now, I've looked long and hard
Yeah, that album cover.
to find an original pressing with the zipper, but man, you can't do it, at least not cheaply. Now, they did reissue it, as Curtiss showed his reissue with the, I think you had a working zipper, didn't you? Or was yours just printed?
No,
Yeah,
you did.
mine works. Yep.
Okay, yeah. This course designed by Andy Warhol, and you even get to see some stomach action there, some hairy stomach. I like that.
Oh, a little treasure trail.
On the back, it's just wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
We don't need to see that.
And we have an original paper sleeve for those doubting that it would have sleeves.
We all doubted.
And there it is. It's well played, well played.
Oh.
Paint It Black is on here. God damn it, that's a song.
It's not.
Yeah. What?
Oh man.
Paint It Black is like early Stones, bro.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dude.
Oh man. Brown
most
sugar.
listened to.
You
Most
gotta
Most
stop,
listened to.
bro.
I guess I was just mesmerized by the cover.
Man.
If someone else.
It's like the second time in a row you've gotten busted.
Hey,
Epic
I'm here
fail.
to please for you guys.
So that album was well played by someone else.
Right. By Kevin when he visited.
What is going on? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
my favorite right
Let
there.
it bleed. Let's see here. I'm not going to say what's on.
Don't say,
this
yeah,
album
don't. Just
anymore.
read it.
I can tell you. This is, this has got to be original pressing.
That's the one that's got Hey Jude on it.
1977.
Yeah.
You guys are hilarious. Look at that. It's just for easy access. That's all.
You better put that in a sleeve.
Gimme Shelter, Love in Vain, What is it? Country Honk. Let It Bleed. Oof. Midnight
Country
Ramble.
honk is just like a different cut of honky tonk women.
Yeah. It's weird how they would do that. They would have like that album cut, and then when they put it out as a single, it would be like this poppy version of the song.
And to me, I think that single is so much better. I don't know why they went with that one on the album.
I don't know. I like both. I like having both versions. Right?
Well, probably
They're
to sell the 45.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
These are in no order whatsoever because we're moving on to Emotional Rescue.
Underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Dance, Summer Romance, Send It to Me, Let Me Go, Indian Girl, Where the Boys Go.
It's a good one. Sarah just bought that at the last record show we were at. Gave it a spin.
Yeah, I can't remember ever playing this. Ooh, there is lots of ephemera in here. Sorry. Let's see here. Nice paper sleeve. See, it's got the teeth opening here. That's a special issue. That's a special edition.
Is that true?
No.
Oh, I was like, what? I've never heard that.
Don't listen to Kevin. Kevin doesn't know.
I could. Yeah, I only have like dozens of records with that kind of sleeve that I've
Look at
thrown
that.
out and put good sleeves.
I got to back up here.
What? I don't think mine has that.
Holy mackerel.
I definitely don't have that.
Jesus.
Dude,
Oh, dude, that's
gotta get up.
huge. That's like a 6-footer.
There's more.
Oh,
Oh my god.
here, tear that.
Now I want to see Bill fold that all back
Yeah,
up.
that's gonna be good.
That's the entertainment.
Here's the other side.
Wow. Double-sided.
That's pretty damn cool, though.
What do you even do with that though? That's so big.
Well, you think maybe they cut it, make it into like a teenage girl or something would have cut that up and made different posters because they're going different directions and everything.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he folds it up off camera.
It's 1980 Chromatone, printed in the U.S. That. Done. Whew, that was tough getting up like that.
You're very winded.
Listen, I was playing a new VR game last night, this Pistol Whip, and whew, that kicked my butt.
You should be playing Iron Man VR.
Yeah.
That's on the list. It's on the Christmas list.
Oh, good.
We got this next. Some Girls.
Now that's the one that is the real cover, right? With the that you can swap out like Kevin's friend did with the Led Zeppelin.
Physical graffiti, and yeah, there you go.
There it is. Yeah.
It's really cool.
And that's another Warhol, right?
So you can swap that out with Led Zeppelin and it matches up.
No, it doesn't match up. It was
Oh.
just a thing he did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can still see, like, he did it with physical graffiti, and you can still see the faces through the windows, but it wasn't like a perfect match or anything.
Well, I didn't know if that was like some like
Yeah.
like the wall in Wizard of Oz or something intentional or
Right.
but that works out.
I think it was Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, and I was thinking of the stupid wall because it's sitting here. It is Dark Side.
Kevin, you've never watched The Wall synced up with Wizard of Oz?
You probably could.
It's even better. It's even
Really?
better than Dark Side. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I've actually never synced any of them up. I just have heard that that's what you do.
It works. It's a trip.
This is a big album. There's some really big tunes on there.
Oh yeah, it's probably their last really truly great album.
If you don't count
Like that.
Tattoo You.
Right, which was a compilation.
Yeah. There was a holdovers.
Continuing.
I'm loving this, Bill. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
It's only rock and roll. Here's the back. Stones. Close up.
Love that. Love that album cover.
Mine is a UK import for some reason.
Is it different in any way?
I don't think so. We'll
Yeah,
find
this
out.
is Canadian, 1974 Promatone again. Let's see what we got here.
Billy Preston.
Yeah, I didn't know he was on here.
No.
What's
yeah.
the song that he's most famous for? Something for. Is it something for nothing?
Playing with the Beatles. That's where I know him from.
Short and Curly's. That's on here. Fingerprint file. It's only rock and roll. That's pretty cool. I don't know why there's a little marker in the hole here. Put the spindle here. Okay. Gotta find the opening of the sleeve here. Bear with me a second. There we go. Continuing. Sometimes they're black and blue.
Yeah.
And the back.
Bill, when's the last time you spun that one?
I don't think I have.
Okay, check it out because it's one of their weaker albums, but the song Melody on it is amazing. I want a book report.
Okay. Well, we haven't seen what the vinyl looks like yet. They're doing some light painting there.
Oh, yeah.
It's always
Are
fun.
they trying to spell something? It's hard to see.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, no.
One's like an 8 or something.
So yeah, when you're in the dark, you open your shutter on your camera on a tripod, then wave your flashlight around, and then hit the flash, and that will expose the rest of the image. And you'll be able to do that too. Light painting. It's got weird easy access right here.
Looks like a tax form, and
Yeah.
we'll fill that out.
Or a mail-in
Well,
ballot.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I see. Was on the track.
It's like their cue sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so which song did you need me to?
Melody.
Preston's on this one as well, and Ron Wood is here as a courtesy of Warner Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good shape. I guess I should listen to these. Continuing. Oh, this one just got a big reissue.
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
Goat's Head Soup. Curtis showed this, the brand new reissue. So let's see what the original looks like here. Gatefold open. And what's inside? Got some stuff in here.
You should have just made Billy Preston a member of the band. Well, Ian Stewart was on that one as well.
Well, he's in the book because he was technically one of the OG Rolling Stones, but because he plays the keyboard, right, or piano,
Yeah.
and the studio didn't want him for some reason, or not the studio, whatever, the label didn't want him for some reason, so he basically got kicked out of the band, but they kept him, bringing him on every album as much as they could, just to keep him a part of it.
Huh.
It was really strange. He was like, they loved everything about the band except Ian.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I just found it weird because he's a piano player and Billy Preston's a piano guy too. So
yeah, for the Billy Preston stuff. Well, I forget. I know Keith talked about him. I don't remember much about that though.
You know, I think that just the artwork really ruined this album. Like, it's kind of gross.
It is.
Yeah, it's real disturbing.
Yeah. Bill's has muted his mic, I believe.
Oh,
There you go.
there we go. Geez, these are wonderful shape.
Yeah.
Could have put a goat head on the label. Continuing.
So
Another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Exile. Jeez, this thing is. Oh, it's going to be tough to get this out. It is jammed in there.
It is a double.
The sleeve is a single.
Oh,
Shove two in there. Huh?
Ah.
Come on, you mother!
this is what you get when you DP a sleeve, Bill.
This is like every time I try to take off a rubber.
Keep telling you, a sock is not a rubber, Bill. Oh! Did I just see that?
Fuck it.
The things I do for the show.
That's money. That's money right there. I don't need that.
That's money.
That was signed by Keith Richards.
That's Bill money. I can just
Yeah,
roll
it's
sleeves.
got a pocket inside here. So
Don't rip that.
that. What do we got in here?
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, so then the two albums are in their own. Are these jackets or sleeves? Okay, these are sleeves. Records are in there. Pretty nice.
Mrs. Q Dog asked if she missed the nudity, and I'm also wondering if I missed the nudity before I came on.
There was a nipple.
That's true.
Right.
There wasn't.
Yeah.
These are really nice heavy discs. Trying to see what it says in the dead wax or something written in there. I can't see. Continuing. Rolling Stones, For Your Love. Bite in the Hand. Who's
No,
on this?
it's Love You Live, Bill.
I think he's singing he's reading the song titles.
What? What are you guys yelling at me about?
You
got the
mispronounced the
song
title.
wrong.
Super fan.
What did I say?
You
Said
said For Your Love, but wasn't that the song title? What are you reading back there?
So you guys got me all twisted around. I tell you, Billy
Let's see
Preston's
what's
on
on
this
that
one.
one.
We
Let's get that
confused them
track
with
list.
facts.
There we go.
Sympathy for the Devil.
El Macabo side. Oh.
Hmm.
That's a club in Toronto.
Let's see. We'd like to dedicate this record to the memory of Keith Hardwood, those whom God's love grow young. 77. Ooh, sticky.
Ah.
What's he biting there?
Rolling Stones. Love you, love you, love. The Rolling Stones right there.
It's Love You Live.
This is just a character I do on YouTube, guys. Right. Wow, I'm going to keep this out. I'm going to take a listen to this tomorrow. Kind of curious.
Yeah, I don't know if I've listened.
What year is it?
77.
Oh yeah, that should be good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like their live shows before they started adding all the backup singers and all that stuff. That's the good stuff.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh,
That's
look
in
where
there.
that's at. Oh, sorry.
Washington, D.C.
Continuing.
Another good
Beggars
one.
Banquet. Sympathy for the Devil, then Street Fighting Man on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
This might be the one I played the most.
Does it got painted black?
That one's okay. I like it, but I think we talked about this. That one is very like country-ish.
Yeah.
Heavy on the country. Yeah. Which I enjoy, but I don't know. I could split
does
it
say
up a little bit.
Country twang singing.
Yeah.
Twang to his voice. Breaks up the album nice. Ooh, this sleeve is questionable.
The way Keith would put it in the book was Mick would get so caught up in like what was hot at that moment and then try and emulate it. And so, you know, if there was like some country pop singer that was like really killing it, Keith's like, I want to do that. You know, that's why they did all the disco-y stuff. And he said, especially as it got later on, like into the 90s, it's like he was always trying to capture whatever that was in the zeitgeist at that moment.
I wonder what the P sticker is on here for. See that? P. Continuing. Couple more to go. Tattoo you.
It's a good one.
Tattoo me. Start me up. That's the big one. Ooh. This is from ex-in-laws.
Oh. You got to keep that, huh?
Whoa, can my camera handle that?
It looks like a magic eye thing.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Like a hoof there. That's neat.
You like that?
Yeah.
Put that in the bank for later.
I wonder how they settle on that picture. Like, you know what I'd really like is a picture of is like a mixture between a deer hoof and a high heel stiletto. Like, can we get that?
It's got to be really hairy.
Yeah.
And then logistically, someone had to figure that out. Like,
Yeah.
It was probably dead.
Now they do that shit in Photoshop, but man, back then that was probably a real item. I wonder who ended up with that. If that was a real piece that they took a picture of. Yeah. Someone has that somewhere. Who's got the hoof?
That'd be a great talking piece in your living room on a shelf somewhere.
Wouldn't it? You see this? Come on over here for a minute. Let me show you something.
Hot Rocks. This definitely has painted black on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's one of their earlier compilation. What's on that one?
Hold on, let's get this 45 out of the way. She's so cold, and send it to me.
Oh, that's Emotional Rescue. Send it to me. That's a good like album track.
Yeah, Emotional Rescue from the Rolling Stones album. Emotional Rescue.
Yeah. 45 should be with Emotional Rescue then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that sorted out, guys.
Yeah, you gotta fix that, buddy.
Who the hell's looking after this collection? Some would say the purpose of this whole series was to go through my collection and fix things and rediscover it, not be made fun of for years.
I don't think anybody said that last part.
Yeah.
Quite the contrary, Bill.
I mean, you invited the wrong people on the show.
Right.
I thought you were napping tonight, Kevin.
You woke him up with.
I'm hit my second wave. Tell me your COVID complaint again.
Okay. Oh, you want to know what was on here?
Yeah. Well, it said 64 to 71, so I have a rough idea.
Stuff. Digitally remastered from original master recordings and 100% virgin vinyl. They make a point of saying that at the bottom.
It's digitally remastered. So is that a reissue?
Well, when did this come out originally?
72.
Did it?
Yeah.
Time is on my side. Heart of Stone, Play with Fire, Satisfaction, Tears Go By, Hit. No Paint It Black. No, it's on here. You jerks. That's the Rolling Stone collection from Bill.
Is that all of them?
That's everything I got for Rolling Stones, unless something's hiding somewhere.
Hot Rock 64 to 71 came out December 20th, 1971.
Whoa. They wasted no time. So yeah, digitally remastered. There should be another date on here then. Let me just pull an album. Pull a disc. Need extra light. I don't know. My eyes can't make it out. They do make another point again of saying virgin vinyl. They're all over that. This is not
What does that
that
even mean?
It's not that hoard out vinyl that
I normally get.
And again, there's a banner across there saying digitally remastered. So
that's got to be a reissue then.
When did they first start digitally remastering?
I think in the 80s.
definitely been the 80s.
Okay. Because what you got does look like it has some age to it, so could be an early reprint or reissue.
Okay, so yeah, that is my Rolling Stone stuff. Another major artist slashed from the list, from the bill list. So I don't know where we're going to go next. Lots of stuff still. Still got Grateful Dead stuff. Still got the huge Bob Dylan collection to go through. And I don't know. There's other stuff, I'm sure. We are past the 2-hour mark. Does anyone want to see what Bandy has left for tonight, or should we call it quits? What do you guys think?
We can keep it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
High sign. Okay, that's it then. Thanks everyone for joining us on the Vinyl Collection. Thank you, my very special friends, for coming on and showing us their vinyl picks for this week and making fun of me and calling out my lack of knowledge publicly. I appreciate that. Kevin, go check him out at buriedonmars.com. Chris Roberts, giant Instagram account. Check that out. Matt Bandy, he's out there doing stuff. Curtiss, what do we got coming from you, man? When's the Star Trek stuff coming on your YouTube channel?
Yeah,
dude, I got other stuff I'm working on right now. I don't know when I'll get to Star Trek. Man, I haven't even got a haircut, man. Shit, I'm busy.
Check out Curtiss on Girlfriend Versus YouTube channel. Thanks everyone for joining us in the chat, and very, very fun. Melissa, good night. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully it won't be 3 weeks. Hopefully we'll get there sooner. See you next time for sure. See ya. Bye-bye. Leaving. End of broadcast.